Alright, we're back. We're back to a very exciting episode, because if you don't remember from the last time, we got an Arqad Queen. We got an Arqad Queen on the very, very first roll. It's a 1 in 100 shot. And, so I'm lucky, I guess. And I'm not going to question anything more about this. We now have to start making preparations for a proper apiary. The end goal, of course, is Pi Science 2. Pi Science 2 takes a lot of garbage, but in particular, it takes a lot of Arqad honey. And I need to make an apiary that will make this honey. So, alright. So first up. Gonna have to make a bunch of just apiaries. Gonna have to make... Why is there a Godzilla here? Why is this Godzilla here? Why is this Godzilla right here? What are you doing? Sir, what are you doing? Oh, this is the natural gas caravan. Why have you stopped? It's just completely stopped. He's got nothing in his inventory. Why have you stopped? This is disturbing. I didn't think this was possible. You haven't been to see your food. No, really, why has this stopped? Oh. Now it's gonna derp around. Shouldn't you be trying to figure out where you should go? Like, I assume it got to the... Oh, what's this? Just whatever, it doesn't matter. It got to the end here, and I guess I messed with this. And I guess I never pressed the button to have him start again. I'm hoping that's the case. I'm hoping that they won't just stop, because I know I had a little trouble with that guy earlier. So what am I doing now? Power's good. Wait a second, power's not good. Where are the Auogs? Why are the Auogs not doing power things? I suppose we know exactly what the answer is right there. Look, flowers. They are not backed up. This means we are lacking Aug food. This means the Auogs are on strike. This is very bad. Well, I mean, it's not super duper bad, because obviously we have a backup power supply now. But it could have been bad. So let's take a look. Yippity-doo-dah! We cannot pick our Augs back up. They are completely out of Aug food. Possibly because I'm using some of these flowers to make other Aug food at the snack bar. Okay, this is a solvable problem. We need more Relesia. Alright, and this is better for another reason. Because Arqad egg, we want to be doing this. And this is every 60 seconds in a reproductive center. Like, okay, so I've been turning over Arqad mechanics over and over in my mind. And, like, there's... The full refinery is 4 sections. There's the honey producing section, which is completely comb neutral if it's producing honey, just honey, because the comb goes in, the comb is filled, the comb is emptied, the comb is filled, and then the only other input is Ulrichs. So that's rather easy. But if you have to extract the combs out to, say, take the comb and then turn it into maggots on the way to making nests to keep your factory going, I suppose that is a thing, right? Like, the Arqad Queen is only really needed... No, it's expansion and for making Arquads to slaughter for parts, and specifically venom. And venom is needed. Our Arqad venom. Full render Arqad venom in good alien sample, which is again needed in Pi Science Pack and a ton of other stuff. So yeah, I need to get Arqad venom. I need to pull apart Arqads. 3 Arqads makes, yeah, so we have to, the responsibilities of the Arqad area are multifold. One area has to produce combs for honey. Another area has to take the combs and turn them into barrels of honey and raw honey, and also leave some combs. Another area has to do the raising from nest to maggot from egg to maggot to nest. And then another area has to take the nests and prioritize making queens, but also some of it has to go in to make more Arqads. Those more Arqads then staff the factory first, and then afterwards they go and they get slaughtered. They turn into meat and chitin and arthropod blood, which is probably important. What can I do with this? Oh, I could use organic solid. And I can just turn it into blood if I give it iron. So arthropod blood is just low in iron. So I can get rid of it real easy. What do I do with vanamins? Oh, I make blue liquor. This is... I'm gonna go to vanamin pulp. Oh, wait a second. So... is this the only way to get this stuff? Vanadium pulp? Trying to go back down the line. Why would I need pressurized vanadium pulp? I feel like I'm having a seizure here. Yeah, that's definitely the feeling I have. So does this really only come from arthropod blood? Here, we gotta, hold on. Having a seizure, I'm experiencing Pyanodons is what I'm doing right now. I am 100% experiencing Pyanodons. All right, vanabins only come from arthropod blood. Blue liquor, which only comes from vanabins. Oh, this is interesting. This looks like a loop, so we're not gonna, let's take a use. Okay, that goes into craziness. So vanadium pulp level 1 can come from pulp stage 3, or it could come from blue. So this is the only way to get vanadium. Alright, I accept. What's this do? Where's this go? So, pulp stage 1 can go into stage 2, can go into stage 3. No, it makes vanadium pentoxide. That's probably the actual product here, right? Yeah. You can make phthalic anhydride, anthraquinone. You can use it for super alloy. That seems to be... Alright, this is just making me think crazy thoughts. We have a problem in front of us. Okay, alright, anyway. As I was talking about, there's like 4 major areas of Arqad ranching. And we want to do the best egg laying recipe, as it is the most bang for a roll on the queen table. The queen might die, so you might as well get the most eggs out of it as you can. It is better in every way except for the whole you need Relisias. That's a lot of Relisias. And we only have one way of making Relisias right now, which is you just grow them. So we gotta throw this down. So it looks like as part of prep work right here. And it's like, again, it lies. Look at this. Again, it lies. It's 20 seconds crafting time, not 60 seconds. So we need 15 Relisias every 20 seconds. So that's 1.5 every 2 seconds. That's almost a Relisia a second, just to keep that going. And meanwhile, this is out. Goody. Absolutely fantastic. So what I need to do is it's clear that I'm going to need a lot of Relisia plants. Oh, good. We got lots of stuff here. I should probably start ripping this apart, right? That's almost certainly going to be needed. I gotta get that out of the inventory. Yeah, just that needs to be needed. It's needed. And I guess I shut you all down. Don't do any more. You've done enough. So I'm gonna need a lot of Relisia plantations because this recipe, what we're doing here, Relisia. It's the best we got. And it does 10 Relisias every 125 seconds. And when fully staffed, it's at 100%. No, it's at 1.5%. Alright, so it's 1.25 seconds divided by 1.5 efficiency, basically. And so 83 seconds in order to make these Relisias. And this makes, just as a headline number of Relisias right here. Just stop. Just please stop. As a headline number of Relisias, it produces 10 of them. So it's 1 every 8.3 seconds. So 1 divided by 8.3, that is 0.12 Relisias a second from just one of these running this recipe. But you require 8 Relisia seeds to get here. And then you go over here. Where do the seeds come from? I have a botanical garden. Oh, good. I think it's here, right? Relisia seeds. Relisia seeds. You need 8 Relisia seeds out of 5 Relisias. That's terrible. So every Relisia is 8 divided by 5. And we need 6 of these. And that's 6 divided by 1.6 right there. 3.75 Relisias on average over time in order to make the seeds necessary to drive the cycle. So this is, we're just going to call it 4 flowers to make the seeds for this. Wait a second, no, it is full 5 flowers. Excuse me, I thought we needed 6. So 5 flowers need to be sacrificed to run this cycle. So, okay, it's not 10 Relisias every cycle, it's 5 Relisias every cycle, which is, twice as worse. So the way to look at this is it is at 1.5 speed, so it's 125 seconds divided by 1.5 speed, and then every 83 seconds it makes 5, so 5 divided by 83. So this produces 0.06 Relisias a second. Alright. 0.06. Just kind of stick a pin in that because we have to... No, I can't do it. It's 15 Relisias per 20 seconds. So 15 Relisias divided by 20 seconds says it needs 0.75 Relisias per second. So 0.75 Relisias per second divided by 0.06 Relisias per greenhouse gives us a total of 12.5. So we need 13 Relisia plantations in order to fully saturate one reproductive center. Okay, so now we do other math. This is running once every here, stick another pin in that. This runs every 83 seconds, right? Every 83 seconds, this needs 8 Relisia seeds. So 83 seconds divided by 8. No, 8 divided by 83. This thing, to supply this guy right here, it needs essentially 0.1 seeds a second. 0.1. Alright, that's great. And then over here, this takes 5.5 seconds. Very odd. And let's take a look. So it's... it needs one cycle. It's easier to think about this. It needs one cycle. So it's 83 seconds for a greenhouse cycle, and it's 5.5 seconds for a seed generating cycle. So each one of these greenhouses can support 15 Relesia plantations. All right, so that's good. So we're going to need one full plantation, which I'm going to declare as 14 Relesia plants in order to fully take advantage of this and to output enough Relesia to run the reproductive center properly. Great. Doesn't look like we're going to be hydrogen limited since it's hovering right at the venting level. But we'll see. There's other ways we can make hydrogen. How are we on oxygen? We're both at the venting level, essentially. So, good pressure there. Now the problem. I just said we need 28 Relesia plantations. And oh wow, that's a lot of circuit boards. I feel like this is a problematic number of circuit boards. It's a huge amount of soil too. Do I want to hand build these 28? Or do I want to actually build a maker? I have to look into the future and ask how much am I going to have to do this in the future? And I just have a hard time. I'm going to push off making a builder for it until I have Relesia 2 plantations. Once I have level 2 plantations, I'm going to sit down and actually build all of these properly. Hopefully in an area where I can expand out. This is actually not that far away, right? Relesia level 2. Yeah, this is coming. It's definitely coming. But not right now. Okay, right now we have to build 28 Relesia plants. And each one requires 300 soil. So 300 times 28. That is 8,400. 8,400 units of soil, which I'm just going to assume I don't got. Alright. It is time for shopping mode. I swear I'll try to remember where this is. These are ingredients. You get out, 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 you get out. Just making space in the inventory because we're gonna use it. Alright, so I just have ingredients in the inventory. And let's go through the list, right? We need a ton of dirt. I mean, an absolute ton of dirt. 84 stacks. That is 42. And I don't have enough. We might have to do this in a couple flights. It's like right now in my inventory, I wish I could see how much I had somewhere. So that's 20, so that's 4,000. That is not enough dirt. Just literally not enough dirt. And scumming it off here is going to be not enough by any means. I have to just wait a bit on that. Alright, so 28 times 25 is 700 circuit boards. Alright, Ralesia. Oh, I need to get a whole bunch of pipes. I should not have put any in the... because I have to make steam engine. And for that, we're going to need just some copper. We will need this. And we're going to need some iron. Doing this feels wrong, but I'll make it right eventually. I can get a whole bunch of lamps. 20 lamps times 40... what was it? 40... 42? 48? I can't remember. Lots. It was 14 per... 28. 28 was the amount. Alright, I have one place where I get treated wood. And that's up here. And we need how many? So 28 is 1400 units of treated wood. So just go up here and grab that. Glad that I have a box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There. We have that now. Relesia plantation. Got that. Got a whole bunch of intermetallics. Well, not really that much. Math is hard at this scale. Like 140 intermetallics. Bunch of circuit boards, a whole bunch of small parts. 15 times 28. Let's just go to the small parts. 15 times 20 is just 420. That's not many small parts at all. And there's probably some that have to go into the steam engine. And that's probably not directly counted there, so I should just pick up a whole block more. In fact, steam engine. One each, so I need 28 steam engines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I do that right? One, two, three. Alright, we got the steam engines. Now we run all the way down here, just picking up chunks of dirt as I pass. Not a dignified way to start this episode, but we need food for the Auogs first and foremost. And then after that, we have to start setting up the Relegias to feed the bees. Bees need to be fed. So I should probably make a proper Relegia plantation somewhere, like out protecting the wall, like out here. Run a hydrogen line all the way out. Yeah, I think right here has to be the next Relegia plantation. Alright, I will do that. Or up north. Probably down here. It'll be an easier walk for the caravans. Anyway, on topic again. Got that. 2800 glass. Bunch of duralumin. It was half the duralumin, right? No. Just a couple blocks of duralumin. Make sure we have 300. Maybe a little extra. Now we need 20. We don't have enough here. We're almost out of inventory from all this. From all this aggressive shopping. And here are the circuit boards we need. So we're up to 28. What else do I need? What's holding this back? Intermetallics? Intermetallics. So what's holding you back now? Lamps, almost certainly. Lamps. I don't have a lamps box. Oh, it's gonna suck to pick these all up, right? Because of, they don't stack well, do they? Who has a lamp box? Alright, how do I handle this situation? Yeah, that was correct right there. I need to make space in my inventory. I need to divest myself of some of these objects. I am not sure how best to do this. Well, we have too many circuit boards. That's one thing I can do. Is there anything around here near plastic? I can toss in the Aug food generator. I should have gotten rid of the agitator. The curse. This thing has been in my inventory forever. This is probably a problem with it not being able to vent. Probably needs a private pool. Right there. And so we need 20 lamps each. So that's... it's a lot of lamps. That is 560 lamps. I'm not going to be able to build these all in one go as much as I want to. I can build 15. We want 28, so good. It's actually building lamps now. As the lamps flow in. Cannot wait for the lamps. Must get to the lamps faster. Oh, now I'm getting biomass in my inventory. Absolutely unacceptable. Alright, so now... Alright. So now I'm short of dirt. I'm gonna need more lamps, but I'm definitely need more. I have 15 Relegia plantations. The gathering was far harder than the assembly, which all says I should stop being lazy and actually do this correctly and build a maker someday. But the laziness, you know, that's all there is to it. So there, get in there. Do we have enough lamps? Yeah, probably. We need to make, what, 13 more? So 13 is 260. We do not have enough lamps. Okay. 200, that's enough right there. Okay, so now, what else do we need? We have everything else, I think, except maybe iron plate, which is super easy to solve right here. Up, 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 up. And then after that, we just need a whole lot of dirt. We need 2,600 dirt. Difficulty high on that. Difficulty is very high. So I may have to wait, fortunately. Well, the good news is I probably could wait because of I have to design one whole Relegia plantation fully functional. And then I have to go and can't even do it. Just needs still more. Where do I have dirt makers? Maybe up north. I have a lot of dirt makers up north. Wonder if any of them are clogged up. Oh, you, give me your dirt. All it says is I need a bigger chest, huh? Anyway, even if I had all of the plantations in my inventory, I still have to sit down and design out how it's going to work. That's not going to be too hard. I'm actually going to use long inserters, I think. So it'll make it so much easier to think about. I have a weird carousel-looking design going, and just in general, I've soured on carousels. I'm beginning to think that it's always the sign of a bad plan. Don't use carousels. Try not to. How we doing? 7. We can do better, yes. Give me all that dirt. Definitely not my finest hour. Alright, so that's 20 Relegia plants. I have enough soil now, so what are we limited on? Steam engines? No. Lamps? No. Treated wood? Oh, we only have enough for 8, and that's how many I need, so no. Intermetallics, we have a whole brick. Circuit board, we have enough for more than 8, so good. Small parts, we're good. Duralumin, good. Glass, we are not good. We need glass. On it. I'll run over here and we will lay in one of the pieces of something to feed the Auogs first off, and then one of the pieces for the Arqad factory. I'm going to have to site the Arqad factory somewhere. I think it should be next to the Ulrichs. There's all the Relegia plantations we wanted. Probably would have taken a little more time to set up an actual builder for this, but I want to wait until I have level 2 buildings to start really laying into that. Because the level 2 buildings, if I'm not mistaken, I do not like this. I do not like it one little bit. Oh, it requires a Mach 1 in order to make a Mach 2. I hate that. I really hate the telescoping recipes like this. I don't understand the reason for it. I don't understand the logic behind it. Because of, you don't need to make a CRT to make an LCD TV. Yet in Factorio land, that is the logic. And it means you can never get away from basic materials, and that's the core of my complaint. I want to be able to get away from basic materials and like put wood and stone behind me. As it is, like just basic stone will always be a core requirement of the factory because of the telescoping recipes that require it. And so it's always something you have to manage. Like part of the growth in games, like the payoff, how you know you're doing well, how you know you're making progress, how you feel good about all the time and effort you're putting in, is that you approach old problems in new and better ways. And telescoping recipes means that you will never ever escape the old problems. They will always be exactly like this problem. You will never get away from them. It's always going to be exactly like this. And I dislike it a lot. Oh. Well, I'm screwed. I just need a couple spaces. And I know they're not going to ever get rid of it. I don't know why. I don't understand the logic in favor of telescoping recipes. But I do know that just about everyone is strongly committed to them. And I don't get it. Why are we not making anything? Alright. Look into your... Really? 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 Well, crap. What do I do about this situation where I have exactly one to do that? Alright. Alright, inventory completely full. Life, pretty good considering I won the Arqad lottery last time, but still a little off. Yeah, I would love to hear an actual explanation on why telescoping recipes are good. And this is no glass. No glass, no rubber. That's a new one. No rubber. Why is rubber stopped? Sorry, deflecting again. I know I have to build a big Relesia plantation, but still, it's just... it's hard not to get distracted. Alright, we run up here. We try to figure out what's going on with our rubber factory. We get stuck, we get stuck. Like, what is going wrong with rubber? No latex? I can almost believe that. No latex. Alright, why no latex? No formic acid. Why no formic acid? I know we're not slaughtering Vrauks anymore, but we have this. Why are you stopped? No amide, no ammonia, no urea, no urea. Has the caravan stopped somehow? Is the caravan not working? Because we are still in the very early stages of me figuring out if caravans are good ideas or not. Because if caravans are good ideas, I'd like to use them everywhere. If they are not good ideas, it'd be good to figure that out soon. That guy's going about his business. That's a mission right there. I was very distressed to find a caravan that just had stopped earlier today. Just a few minutes ago, honestly. Okay, so here he is. He hasn't just stopped. He is filling up. That's what's going on. We are working under old-style assumptions right here. So this makes 30 urea every 8 seconds. So this is absolutely 100% overwhelming the inserters. So, I guess we try to fix that, huh? So that does 1 a second, right? That's still not going to be enough to empty it entirely. This is an okay problem right here. This is a problem that had a identifiable cause and a solution which I could implement. Now, maybe. This is going to take a long time to fill this up. Well, hopefully it's going to take a long time to all use up too. Yeah, okay, now we can drain it out entirely, and this just runs. It takes a lot of liquid poop, but not a lot of urea. So, let's follow our buddy on the urea train and try to figure out the economics of what he's delivering. Because I have a terrible feeling that this isn't going to work out. And that he's just... That's... If I recall that right, that was 30 urea every 8 seconds. And just hold that figure in your mind. 30 urea every 8 seconds. Oh good, we arrive. So here we're going from just a stop. Alright, so here we have 3,000 urea. And it's 20 urea for ammonia. So this guy delivered every stack. There's 30 stacks. Every stack is 5 of these, and every 5 of these is 100 ammonia. It delivers 15,000 ammonia. And we clearly have to put in better inserters here too, because it happened. Urea is just all about the bulk, it seems. Okay, so that's... You're now going 24/7. 100 ammonia every time. And 100 ammonia then turns into 100 formamide. 100 formamide turns into 100 formic acid. We can't run this 24/7, unfortunately. Because this is the slow step, 5 seconds versus 4 seconds. So we're at 100 formic acid every 5 seconds. And this guy right here eats 100 formic acid every 5 seconds. That's not a happy number. So in order to run this properly, I need one of these systems running constantly for each one of these. It's like this guy isn't going to run anymore because he is too busy doing this. And there is no better way to make a latex slab. This is the only way to make it in the world. Or I can go back to slaughtering Vrauks. That was here. Let's take a look at graph. Let's take a look. Formic acid. Alright, so I am accustomed to making it at an aggregate of 2K a second and 2K a minute. And now, in the best of times, oh, look at this. This is, well, I just improved the system overall, so this does not work. We need to double this in order to keep production as we are accustomed to. Alright, so the bottleneck is the production of ammonia. I'm getting sidetracked like 3 levels deep right now, but I bought this. You pay some formic acid. You pay, this is 30 ammonia right here, this formic acid. This formic acid represents 30 ammonia. And you get back 10 times as much. So that's awesome. This is something that should be looked at. And it requires cyanic acid. So cyanic acid requires more ammonia. Or over here, yeah, so right here. Methane we got, coal. See, we don't have that much coal is the problem. We don't have industrial levels of cyanic acid. Because this is what we're doing down in the battery making area. And then it goes into here, and it needs a lot. So if I had more cyanic acid, I could turn it into ammonia at great rates. So here is probably the best thing to do. Take the urea, do this reaction. Take the ammonia just goes out and gets used. Take the cyanic acid, take it into the Wöhler synthesis. So urea is always going to have to be part of this conversation. And then add in hydrogen, of which I have lots, add in formic acid, of which I have lots. So do this now, or go do Relesia stuff. My inventory is full. Alright, to be continued. This is going to be rebuilt a bit. The direct conversion of this recipe is inefficient, because this takes 20 ammonia and makes 20 urea and makes 100 pneumonia. Ammonia, not pneumonia. That is something different. So instead, what we want is to take 40 urea, which makes 60 ammonia, and then this goes into the Wöhler synthesis. This goes into this, so it's at minus 30 ammonia. So now we're at 30 ammonia as part of the process, and then we run this forward, and we end up with 360. So that's 380 ammonia at the end, and from 40 urea, and that is essentially double. It isn't gonna be huge, super fantastic, but it is doubling the ammonia output per urea, which is a good place to start. I have to rebuild all of this. I don't want to move the caravan, which is the problem, and it's right in the middle, and I kind of have to. I'll just stop the caravan next time it comes up. This is the main bottleneck right here. We need to add more of these. Well, it's going to be 1-to-1 no matter what. This is what we're not going to be doing anymore. So maybe I can pull this out and do something awkward and weird. Anyway, rubber production should be started again. And because of how I set things up, down here, right here. So, rubber production is not great, but at least it's using the good recipe with the organic solvent. So, small, very small victories right there. So I suppose the other question I have to ask is whether or not I want to make urea on site. Because we're burning through it real fast here. I think I might want to. Like, how do we get urea? Like, can it be liquid manure and Zogna? Zogna I have reasonably close. It's probably better to just huck up a whole bunch of manure. Because that's liquid manure that's 10 manure right here, and then the urea is 30, so it's concentrated in that form. Or I could just pull up a belt because it's also fairly close. Like, I'm not sure how this is going to affect the Auogs' production of it, because they're already kind of working on it. You see? They kind of got it going here. They're all going. There's probably better recipes to get it. Oh, I can also feed them Auog food in order to get more, but it's not that much more. Ulrichs also produce manure. Not in huge amounts. Sprondrix's poop. Ulrich's poop. I think Corlex's poop. No, just Auogs. Alright, so this is complicated in its terribleness. And again, it was brought upon myself because I stopped slaughtering Vrauks. Is the answer just to start slaughtering Vrauks again? Because right here, okay, we are producing it faster than we are consuming it. Is the answer simply to start running a couple slaughterhouses again? It's never going to be the same amount because I'm going to be... Oh, why are you all going again? This is bad right here. It's going to clog. And then we won't have the power to run anything at all. So these guys really do need their private... a private beach, essentially, in order to make this truly independent. Because right now it's venting onto the same line and they cannot vent. I wish there was a way to make this have priority. Maybe I can. I'm not sure if this works. If the faster hand will always go first. Here, take this tired Auog. Let's see. These guys all up. Yeah! Yeah, it definitely did. Here. Yeah, that arm got in first. So It's going to be real hard to clog. We'll put in another vent just in case. So why are you going again? Just food came in a sufficient quantity in order to do this? Oh, there's still worms over here. We're going to build a releaser plantation right down there. There are still cliffs over here. What an ancient area of the factory. I haven't thought about this area in forever. Wow. Alright, so I kind of want to pull up those guys, but I also don't want them in my inventory. And these guys, here, save game. Remember what happens when you don't save the game. I know I haven't done much of anything this episode. But at the same time, I don't want to die. All you guys, go find somewhere to live. Go get a job. Alright, so we want to make religious for Auogs. We want to use this space right here. Should be big enough, right? Alright, so the situation on our hands is like so. We will come all the way to the up here. Oh, what's this? You shouldn't be attacking down here. What is this? They're still coming. Oh no, bots, get back in. Pick you up. They're just too close? Oh, the worm got him. Oh, I almost just opened up on that. Do I just kind of allow this? Oh no, they're too close. We're too close right now. This base has to be adjusted, or at very least this has to be... These have to be sniped. I don't have good ammo. And why am I behaving like a peasant right now? Yeah. Peasants move slowly. Patricians move quickly. And like over here, I guess. So this is, man, what a weird episode. What a weird day. I'm going to end up having solved almost nothing, right? I need to get rid of some stuff. Box. Right here. Box. Take that, take that. Need all this stuff. Come with me. We're not going to do full combat right here. I bet they snuck in real close. We're not doing full combat. Again, stuck in peasant mode. There we go. Alright, so what we are gonna do is Mr. Dar here has to back up. Where are you, Radar? Where'd you go, Radar? Right there. We are going to take these gun turrets we just had. Oh, we had a bunch of gun turrets. We are going to do very light combat. That's not enough. I just don't want to get into a cascade situation. Go. Okay. Now it's time to save game. What we want to do is take out that guy. We hide. We didn't take him out. Now we have to just survive this. Goal. Survive. Oh. basically almost did not survive. And then died because I stepped on some vomit. So that was wonderful. Alright, so time to go. Killed the target this time. Go get me, just chase me. Now this has to go. And then just let these guys get just mulched. And we're just gonna trim this base back. It's in a fine place. I have no problem with it being here. It's just a little too close to the wall, you know? The enemies that wander into view, they wander just a little too close. So that's all I was hoping to do right there. Okay, bot's back on. Okay, good. Clear all this. Oh no, don't hit the bots. They can kill the bot. Oh, how are you still in range? Oh, there must be a behemoth right there. As I almost die. I guess that's acceptable, right? I mean, it's not good, especially losing a bot. That hurts. This is fine. Are we irritating these guys at all? Are we the jerks? I don't think so. No, these are just invasive dicks. All right, so we're just going to leave the reinforcements there. That will take care of anything. We trim the base back, and hopefully that will remove the incentive to charge the walls. What? A weird day. Alright, so I declare right here. That's the end. What we want to do is this. Go pick up that stuff that we left in this box. We want to make a 14 node Relesia plantation. And let's hope I didn't mess the math up, right? What we want is seeds going this way and flowers going this way. And this right here will take some flowers and we'll turn them into plants. We'll turn them to seeds. Pardon. And then right here, it will output seeds and they will go back. And this is how it shall be. Yes, 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 yes. It should just be just fine. This will mean it will never ever fail to get what it needs. What we need, are you too close? You are too close. I don't have enough Relesia flowers on me, do I? Because that's going to be awkward. No flowers in. Because it tends to not be able to handle. Alright, so we're going to need to do this in a block of 2. Like that. And you're going to put in up, like that. A nice, happy Relesia plantation. You hook up to there, and you hook up to there, and you hook up to there, and of course we put that there. Alright, so then we will pull this out, and we will find our inputs at some point. Right there, right? Yeah. And we'll do something about this. No, wait, we should do something about it now. There, right there. There, right there. We will have our template Relesia plantation. I want you to make Relesia seeds. Are right there. Alright, so good, right? So you will need seeds. And it takes forever, so just go light. And you will need seeds. Oh, it's time. Probably didn't be there. It's time to actually start building with long-handed inserters. You need seeds in, and you need flowers out, and you need flowers out. There. And this is a complete circuit, yes? And we want to put down 14 of these. So there's 1, there's 4 rather, there's 8. Here's 12. Here is 16. And we're just not going to do this one over here. Oh, I probably shouldn't have been lazy here, right? Oh well. No, we still need this though, unfortunately. And I don't have enough Relesia flowers at all, do I? Because each one needs 15, and I have enough for 10. 1, 2, 3, no, 12. Maybe I have enough. No. Insulting. Unfortunate. Oh, I should have put power. Oh well. Make better power poles. There's so much to do. Just so very much to do. Alright, so that's everything right there. Do you need anything else? Oh, you need soil. I had not accounted for you. How much soil you need? 15 each. Alright. Soil will come in on the other side of the seed line. That's pretty clear, right? So we have 14 plants, plantations right here. So 14 times 15 is how much soil we need per cycle, and this runs at, and then it's divided by 125. 125 divided by 1.5, because it is a 1.5 speed contraption. So, alright, so we need 2.5. So we need 3 soil extractors in order to make this run. No, wait. Was that 3 soil? Oh, damn, I'm bad at this. Alright, we try again. This one right here needs 15 soil, and it's divided by 125, which is in turn divided by 1.5. So this plantation needs 0.18 soil a second, and we have 14 of these, so times 14 is the 2.5. So we need 2.5 soil a second. Okay, soil extractor. We have not taken the time to see what here. Soil extractor. This makes 10. So this makes 2 a second. So we need 2 soil extractors right here. It's a shame I won't be able to put them in correctly. So soil extractor. We can't make it, of course, because we need stone and blah 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 blah. All right, this is moving again, ever so slowly. It appears that maybe the Vrauks are more useful as parts than as wholes. Here I was trying to be a little humane, but apparently humanity is just checked at the door at the factory. Humanity is not a part of the work environment at the factory. Alright, we're gonna need 4 of those. Alright, so this will cover the dirt. I can pull in the hydrogen. I'm kind of worried we aren't producing enough hydrogen, but I know we're venting it aggressively, so I'm not sure how much our overproduction is, but we're sure as hell gonna find out, especially since I'm gonna double all this production. I need to get more releases. So it was probably 4 stacks to do 1, right? So this is how much I need, I think. I gotta get the sap out of the inventory. Don't you guys know we have better sap trees now? What's the sap? Oh, the sap feeds Vrauks. So this is going to back up because the Vrauks aren't being used. I really should start slaughtering the Vrauks again. I stopped it to make sure that they could participate in an even more terrible fate. But I believe I was getting a little carried away there. Alright, so where is the best place to put Mr. Soil Extractors? Like right here is clearly best. But it doesn't fit into the existing pattern very well. Because this puts it on the far side, and that will put it on the near side. Well, maybe we can do this. We do this. We move this piece. You get moved out a bit. Like that. There is no necessity behind that being where it was. Alright, so now we can do this super simple, right? You make dirt. Make dirt. The dirt will come in through the back like this. Close enough to water where I can pull it in. So I'd rather not pull this from the main factory. Yeah, I'm going to pull it from over here. Need a water pump. Give that to me. And this will be dedicated water supply, which it will appreciate. Let's power this up, I think. Right there. Good. Again, powered up. Oh, you need power too. And each of you needs like 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so pretty sure this will work. So let's go fetch the water. I know I don't have enough, but it's fine. Running it out of the inventory is also a reward. Oh, remember when this place was a problem? Nice. Not anymore. Surprised they never tried to invade here. This looks like prime territory to me. But we're now adding to the weight. So they will be less likely to do this in the future. Oh. Here. Unfortunately, I'm not doing this correctly. Not doing a lot of things correctly today. I'd like to just get the Relesia taken care of today, and then get one step closer to the proper Arqad factory. All the parts working together. Alright, so unfortunately I shouldn't have thrown my last cliff explosive. Should rig things up so they actually come bring me more. That's worth the automation, I think. Okay, right there. We are now pulling water into the Relesia factory. Now we have to pull hydrogen down, which should be simple. I believe it's right over there, right? It's over with the Timmy area at very least. Now the dirt's loading in. Alright, so now get hydrogen. Oh, I need starter Relesia. Here, work on that, I guess. Now, hydrogen, which is... Dudes, stop being you. Hydrogen, that's glass. We have a main bus right here. There's hydrogen. I knew it was close. It's not on a good line at all. But it is close. Actually, we can make this line work. Through the magic of niobium pipe. Oh yeah, look at that. Unfortunately, it just gets worse because we can't get it through Augland. But fine, we'll dip down here and just head south. And if everyone wants hype, I spend so little time working on this side of the factory. This feels ancient to me. I mean, look at these cliffs. You know how much I hate cliffs. That tells you everything you need to know right there. Alright. And I will not be using a caravan for transport of this hydrogen. It will be just, well, these Relesias. The Relesias will be belted because they're needed like right up there. And I just have to join the line. Alright, are we good? Are we running? Excellent. And it's going to take some startup time, I think. That's fine. I think I want to... Now the problem is, it's going the wrong way, right? For what I want to do with the Arqads. Well, I guess I'm not going to be doing this exactly. I'm going to be building part of a wall. These guys just completely... No. They don't completely obliterate pollution. They're just pretty good with it. Huh. Why isn't it completely obliterating pollution? I wonder why. Oh, we're out of power. Oh, we're out of Relesia still. Forgot I had to do that. There we go. And this guy right here, out of power. All just for you, my friend. Alright, so the big problem is I didn't throw in enough Relesia seeds. And so we are going to be dependent on... Basically all these guys are going to finish at once, right? Which is unfortunate. Yeah, that's alright. And it goes again. And then right here, a lot of this gets picked up. Some of it's probably going to make it out, right? It's picked up faster than process. But that's fine. I want all these Relesias to turn into seeds because of I need to spark off this entire thing. So one of these cycles... Well, here's another problem, I guess. Well, no, it's a double-sided belt. 15 items a second. We'll have to observe how the machine works. Because it looks like that wave passed and we didn't queue up any more, really. This one has 3 cycles just stored. But it doesn't look like it's... Well, I guess it is penetrating towards the end. This one's 3 cycles stored. This was... Yeah, we're getting a little deeper. So I will just let this go. We need to build up seeds. We need to get the Relesias to the Auogs. Oh, we have to get through here? I don't think so. I guess I declare this logistic space then, right? What am I doing? I gotta get more wood for power poles. Bring me these. They have offended me. I will turn their bodies into something useful. Everyone else, you are not chosen. You are not chosen to ascend into a new form. Yeah, I'm kinda not really happy about declaring this logistics space because I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to expand this out. I probably will. Like, all this area needs to be revisited once I have Pi Science 2 online because it's gonna take so much more. I have to find a way to really boost rubber production. I suppose that's a problem. It's not a real terrible problem, especially considering I'm doing a vertical bus right here instead of doing a horizontal bus, which really would slam the door shut. Anyway, this is what I'm gonna do. This comes all the way up. This is almost brilliant. No, it is brilliant. I can make it brilliant. And then just bam. Kind of want this line will be preferred right with this situation. What I want to do is the other way. So I guess we do like this. And I want input priority from the left. Problem is, this doesn't really work quite like that. It has to be like this. There. Input priority from the left. Output priority to the right. There. It'll use the flowers that I am adding before it uses any other flowers. Alright, good. Let's go see what we have built. I'm slowly deciding not to add this to the green wall. I'm deciding it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I've decided it doesn't really matter. So how many do we got going here? We now penetrated all up to here. That's good. What we really want is this guy going 24/7. Over here, have more. That's how we know we have succeeded. Because it can supply exactly one more if it's going 24/7. And the problem is it's going to be pulling a lot of releases off the belt, and the belt isn't that fast, so I'm thinking there might be venting issues when it comes to this. Maybe. But I'm almost to the point where I just don't care, right? Here, go have fun. Go feed Auogs. What is your purpose? You feed Auogs. It'd be better if they were staggered a little more, but I suppose they're gonna get like that. Alright, so smile, everyone. Smile. There. You are a blueprint. Come with me. This is letting too many out. They should all be going into seeds. It needs to be greater than 50% capture. I worry perhaps excessively. Alright, let's get going. Stop staring. I'm coming to the conclusion that I have to reinstate Vrauk slaughter. I can rebuild the ammonia area like that, like I had. However, like just doubling how much formic acid I'm making is not enough. I need to like double it and more. Here, I need you guys to be here. You also didn't hear me talking to myself about slaughtering you people. I am totally on your side and always have been. Let's go take a look at the Arqad area. I'm wondering if wax is going to overwhelm me because of the improved recipe I got. Alright, nothing's happening. Absolutely nothing is happening. No nests. No combs. Why do you not have any combs? Did I never make a system for empty combs being put in? Oh, did I never actually do this? Do I have the opposite of overwhelming with wax? Oh, maybe I've been very dumb over here. Very, very dumb. I still am 1 queen. 27 products finished. And we have all that we need. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Oh, so I neglected a ingredient. Indeed, right? And it has to get in here. That's not so tough. We can do something really jank like this. And that will get a comb in there. Question is whether we have any wax right now. Casting machine. That I need reinforced concrete. Alright. We will fix this. Actually, no, we're not. We're not going to fix this. We are just going to make a different problem. There, like that. And you're not going to make that, you're going to make comb. There you go. Now here's the problem. We need more wax. Where is this wax? Where have we lost a little bit of wax? And I think maybe if I juke the system a little bit, push it forward, make it go again, and then that will make empty combs. And the empty combs will go back and be made into wax, and then they'll come forward here. So this will will push the system forward a little bit. It's still a nightmare, but we still have that queen, so, you know, things are looking up. I should go get more concrete, just basic precaution. What am I doing? What is going on with my life right now? I should set up that other Relegia plant. I should pick a site for the apiary. I should start making actual apiaries. I've decided in my head how I'm going to make the honey making area. That's what I'm struggling towards. That makes the combs and the barrels of honey. That is how the honey gets communicated to the world. So that's very simple, and that runs forever without any input because it's just Ulrichs fed in with empty combs, and then the empty combs come back. It's super duper simple. I should go take a look at the Vrauks and see if maybe I should do something about that other thing I did right here, you know, the thing with the thing. Here, I was looking on the rubber area. This is turning out to be a quite indecisive play session after the very decisive previous play session. But what can you do? Can't choose how things go sometimes. So we're stopped, it looks like, and we're waiting to drop off. We have all the ammonia in the world. We have no sulfuric acid now. How can this be, I ask? This is stopped because you need acid gas. This is stopped because you need refined syngas. Refined syngas is up here. And I see you are not going because you need activated carbon. Activated carbon was being made right here. What happened about that? No coal dust. Okay. Alright, that's great. Here, have some coal dust. I have it just on me. Coal dust. And, like, this is probably what I should be making it out of, right? And this is just calc now. Is there any better way to make sulfuric? Hydrogen peroxide looks different. Acid gas and water looks different. Hydrogen peroxide is anthraquinone. That's no. So this is the only way to do it. Acid gas. Product of that gas, too much hot air. That's not enough production. Yes, this is what to do. So a methanol canister makes refined syngas, and there doesn't appear to be any activated carbon as a part of a rectisol. That's not real. Methanol goes away as a part of this. So that's alright. So syngas and methanol come in. Methanol is not hard to make in quantity. And it tosses out refined syngas and water and carbon dioxide, and also acid gas. Acid gas, then the refined syngas, then goes into more acid gas. So this makes a whole lot of what I need. Methanol canister is just a carrier, and methanol is just stuff. It's more syngas again. Or I can start slaughtering Vrauks again. So there we go. There we go. Answer has. He has an answer. It means I'm going to have to set up a different Vrauk farm, I think. Oh, I'm going to have to do this eventually, right? Slaughtering the Vrauks again is just a solution for right now. I'm going to have to make this on an industrial scale soon. Yeah. And do I still have the sorter running? No, of course not. Yeah, basically the answer is no, of course not. So, ways to do this, huh? Do not want this in my inventory. That was wrong anyway. Let's get more in your inventory. I have once again attempted to move up a tech level and have failed. Okay, so oh, you need to be in cages. Okay. So that goes right here. And you produce cages, which is again a problem. This is all way too tight here. Let's just do this up here instead. What a frustrating play session. We will repurpose this. And this needs to move. We will move to right here. We will make some nice clean space for ourselves. That brickmaker wants to expand right there, so we're just gonna try to be over here, right? Why is everything so big? Alright, so spare Vrauks will come in right there. Spare Vrauks will come in right here. Caged Vrauk. And one will go that way, and one will go that way. And one will go that way, and one will go this way. And that's where the cages come in. Cage. I wish I had more. I need tin plate for more. That's not what I want to see. Because tin's annoying to come by. Alright, so I want you to slaughter Vrauks. I want you to slaughter Vrauks. And the formic acid. This isn't an impressive amount of formic acid, fortunately. It's every 10 seconds, it produces 20 a second. So it's a little more rubber though. Alright, we attempted to grow beyond the situation. And we found that we could not. This is the line. So, alright. We can go back. This just gets pulled up now. Don't need you. But we are going to have to address sulfuric acid in mass. We're going to have to address ammonia. None of that's happening right now, though. Okay, that looks a little better. Situation. We're gonna have. No, you're only gonna take the cage. So we want everything. Just blacklist cage. Right there. Then chitin has to be filtered out and then sent over to the chitin processor, which, I mean, somehow I managed not to rip up. I looked at it and thought, maybe it'd be better if I just left it. And hey, look at this. It was much better that I just left it. But that is fine. That is fine. Alright. Filter chitin. Chitin is not saved. Chitin is simply processed. We don't need that many. Output to the right, please. Okay, and the rest of the meat goes that way. Alright, so we are pretty much ready to start here again. The rocks are going to think I'm intentionally betraying them, and it's not intentional. Right, give me a combinator. So Mr. Caravan right here. You gotta go in. You gotta go back in. All right. Condition Vrauk. Vrauk is over, greater than or equal to 1,000. That should be pretty easy. Output. No. A is equal 1, and I did something wrong there, so wire. Because I don't have any tin. I have to go on an adventure for tin after this. I want you to enabled A greater than or equal to 1. Okay. Right now, you are enabled. When you are enabled, you take Vrauks and you send them to the unhappy place. Okay, there really are no happy endings for Vrauks in this land. The Vrauks will always end up in bad positions. We have to assume that they're cockroaches. How else can we live with ourselves? Alright, so this will go. And now we need more cages. We need 2 more cages. So go get some more tin. Tin's going to be difficult to get. Okay, not difficult, it's just there's no obvious depot for it around here. Probably down south. The Vrauk area is a mess. There's no other way to put it. I am not sure the purpose of many things down there. Oh, there's 10. Okay. Cage. So we are reverting to our older barbarian selves here. We are breaking the pacts and treaties. There we go. Cages. We promised them it would never happen again. And then look how it immediately happens again. Why don't you have any? Where are the cages? One's there, one's there, one's there. Where are the other cages? Alright, so I will go up and I will briefly look at sulfuric acid again. We need activated carbon, which means we need coal dust. Coal dust is not making it into the system for some reason. And that problem is just going to get bigger and bigger, and I should probably just leave it alone for right now. Where'd the cages go? Did I just never load them in? Here, have more. Feels weird. There you go, the cage. Yeah, now we're full up. These guys are running 24/7. 440 formic acid a second, which is enough to power 2 of the rubber makers all on its own. Okay, yes. Complete betrayal, yes. I have the blackest of hearts. But, yeah, we're running low. We won't even be able to keep this pace up. Well, I don't know. This is going to back up too, so it's impossible. I mean, not impossible, but it's cannot be determined. What is... I almost pulled up the entire formic acid line, thinking, I am done now. I have made a new way of making formic acid. I am finished. I am very intelligent. But thankfully I did not do that. How did you miss that latex? And you never miss latex ever again. This is the good machine with the good recipe. There are inferior catch-all recipes later on, but no. Alright, I am low on just about everything. We're gonna go look at this. This situation is still a problem. We don't have any sulfuric because of situation, no coal dust. There's a way of making sulfuric independent of coal dust, but it's going to require some work, and so I'm just putting that off for another day. Let's go fill up on basic stuff. Then let's go look at the Relesia plant and see if it's performing as per expectations. And then let's go copy and paste it down south, and that will implicitly cite where we are going to be putting the apiary. So, great. It's time to make some major decisions. What you should always do when you are confused and not sure what's going on. Up. Good. Now we need some belt. Not nearly as much as we used to. Still some. Let's go look at the Relesia factory and the Auogs. Actually, we can probably feel the progress. Yeah, Auogs are back online. Auogs are back in the fight. Which is exactly what I wanted to see. I think that's enough. Alright, we have a full belt of Relesia going in. Aug food has backed up. And now the most important part, of course, is seeing... I didn't pick up any glyph explosives. Bears. Oh, I put this walkway in the exact wrong spot. Are we all going? Yes. Alright, so I did... And there's no seeds on the belt, though. This needs these seeds to penetrate all down here, or they're gonna miss their next cycle. Maybe I need to store some. Like I built a buffer boxes before. Maybe that's what I need to do again. You know, a whole line of steel chests and then into there. So that the greenhouse is ensured to be moving at maximum efficiency. Now the seeds are penetrating, so this is just fine. Alright. Let's go site the apiary. So I know the honey collection area, which I really had deluded myself into thinking I was going to put together today, but I did not, was going to be sited right by the Ulrichs, because the honey collection area, the only thing it needs is Ulrichs in and then combs to replace the combs that leave. So let's go take a look, and I will try to elucidate on what I'm talking about. So, by math, by the power of math, this goes at crafting speed 2, and it's 150 seconds. So it's 75 seconds divided by 3, 75 seconds per Ulrich. And if I remember correctly, the apiary, the honeymaker is like 22 seconds per Ulrich. It takes 66 seconds for one, and so you put 3 down, it's 22 seconds, and that's pretty close, right? That's just leaves a little downside. So the correct ratio is 1 of these to 3 bees, essentially. So I have to take this situation I have right here, just literally this, and instead of the Ulrichs leaving, like they're doing right now, they instead go into bee land. Bee land will start right here. So this Ulrich production and this Ulrich production goes to the bees, and these will continue to go make bone meal and stuff and supply, whatever. And so I'll have apiary, 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 and it's just in charge of making honey. It will be Ulrichs in, honeycombs out, honeycombs in. And then over here, a centrifuge. So I think what I need to do is, if this is the case, then I need to take the Relesia plantation. Kind of needs to be like this, right? I can pull in those, kind of needs to be like this. Leave space. And then it will belt in Relesia. Well, it's hard to cite. Maybe it should be like right here. Maybe it should be like right here on top of the honeymakers. It's hard to build dense. I don't really know how things are going. Okay, maybe I should just go make some apiaries. Make not a one. And I'm gonna need a lot of stuff, and I mean a lot of stuff to make these. So let's get to it, I guess. I want 6 apiaries to properly site all this. And that will be my first wave. Are you going? You are going. Did you make another queen? You did not. But you've got many rules in you now. So yeah, keep going. Now it has all the combs it needs. And we'll slowly wear down the honeycombs, which are different from the empty combs, for reasons that are not entirely clear to me. This is going, that's going, everything's going. You guys just ignore this. We're gonna run out of eggs soon. How are we doing over here? Need bee stuff. Oh, extra Arqad. Lots of extra Arqads. I'm mainly doing it for the eggs, you know? Why has this stopped? Why have you stopped? Why has circuits stopped? Circuits haven't stopped. Circuits are just slow. Do you have the science? You have the science. Oh, you should probably not accept any more applicants. Alright, whatever. I came up here for steel. Try to stay focused. Gotta stay focused. Gotta stay focused. Apiary. 1, 2. Now get more steel, more glass. And glass I don't really have, which I should definitely just make a box. I've done this like 7 times already, so just make a box, right? X. Apiary. Now aluminum and also small parts. Well, I have no aluminum over here. I'm gonna need more glass, unfortunately, and I don't have aluminum production up there, so run, run, run. And then I will rough out how I'm going to do this. I think I should probably cite the Relesia plantation last, coming to that conclusion, because the rest of the apiary is going to be so much bulk, and I can cite the Relesia plant basically anywhere that it's needed. It's not critical that it be sitting on top of anything in particular. Oh, this is terrible. Off we go. Go get aluminum. And then we head on down. We'll make these apiaries. We'll start roughing out the area. I've made basically no forward progress today. That doesn't make me very happy. There you go. Just wrestled with the consequences of my decisions. I tried to be a humanitarian and spare the Vrauks, even though they have cockroaches on their food. But I suppose the lesson is, have a hard heart. Spare no one. One more. Steel and iron. Good news is I have caches of both right here. Then next episode I'm just going to have to build more of these, because we're not done with the apiaries by any means. I need like 10 of them. There. So that is on its way. It needs more aluminum, so I'm just going to snag that now, because I see it coming. It's coming right at me. Alright, so the important thing about the apiaries is that they work regardless of anything else. They need new combs in That's only as old combs are consumed to make into maggots, to make into more workers, and after that to make into venom. So I can make coal dust out of cacalc. That's one thing I can do. It's not a super efficient recipe, but it can be done. Alright, so right here, we'll leave space. Actually, we'll leave a lot of space. I'm in the boss right here. This is kind of holy space, I guess. So I'll say this is the end, my friend. Right here. So this is the next valid area. There's no guarantee whatever that's in line. We'll try it though. We'll check. We can double check. Just a little running. It's just a lot of running. It's not in line. It needs to be brought in by 1. Alright. So that is the next place where I can put a building and still take true to the quote-unquote design of things. There. Right in this line. So, I suppose what I can do is I can build... No, I guess I'll put him on a belt and bring him over. It's not great, but it's also not terrible. So, right there is the actual line. So, pick it up. Amazing how ignorant I was that I thought I was going to be doing Zillifo soon. I really should. How lovely they're the same size. No, they're a little smaller. It's like... I can't tell. Whatever. Can't tell. Doesn't matter. Input. Input right here, I suppose. And it has to go like this. Input will be Ulrich's. Input is Ulrich's. And then I don't really want to do internal lines. So I guess, no, we back it off by 1. Right there. And then right there. And right there. And this is the factory, what makes honey. And it still has to go to the right, because it has to come over here. So 2 Ulrich, one Ulrich corral can feed 3 of these almost. Not entirely, almost. And that's fine with me. I don't have the inserters to do this right now, but I'm also not turning it on right now, so that's fine. And then you will have honey out. This only has to come to like right here, and we're going to be using that long inserters, and you need the empty honey homes in right here. And so they will come from the backside. So figure out what to do for this, right? And it takes, what was it, 80 some seconds for one cycle here. All right, 83 I think was the number. All right, so all you're making honey. Yeah, I know you don't have the bees. You won't for a while. All right, so Ulrichs come in, honey comes out right there. The rest comes out the other way. So I need a centrifuge, I guess. Right about here. Do I have a centrifuge? Of course not. That's a centrifuge pan. That's different. Oh, I can just make a centrifuge. All right, let's do that. So there's two things that have centrifuge should not take all of it. Centrifuge, the circle spinny thing right there. So like, I don't want to put it right there. I want to put it one up. Let's leave some space. All right, so centrifuge goes like that. Centrifuge takes a share. The other is, it goes, this is arrow to reproductive area. Because we're going to have a place that needs just the raw honeycombs in order to make maggots. And so I have to work out the math on that, and I just don't want to right now. We're getting close to the end of the play session. Doesn't have anything to do. Beautiful. We are beginning to set up our horrible bee area to host our terrifying bee wasp hybrids, which for some reason we brought to this planet. We didn't need to, it's just something we wanted to do. If there's any question at all whether or not the engineer is evil, now we have the answer. So this will come over here and that will feed both of these. They'll put out those. And then maggots, Arqad maggots, right there. So we need, the eggs will come from the reproductive center. So that's just coming in. This, here, can we do something? No, that happens in the Vrauk pen. It has to happen in their house. All right, so let's do some rough calculations up here. I'm gonna have to redo them because I'm gonna have to go away for a bit. I'm not gonna get to play for a while, so all this math in my head is just gonna vanish. But at the same time, have we really just not done anything? Have we really just not done anything in this entire time? Huh. What's the holdup? It was, oh, there's one. It's just very slow. The drip feed of simple circuits. Oh, it's because I took so many out of that other chest, it's taking a while to refill again. Alright, so it happens in their house. This goes at 0.72 working speed, which is fabulous. So 70 divided by 0.72 takes 100 seconds to make so it takes one honeycomb every 20 seconds. That's not much. So this says I probably need a bunch of these, right? Well, no, it processes 30 eggs. I don't know the proper rates here. I don't know what is best. Yeah, I just have no idea. I have no intuition. This takes 30 eggs in 100 seconds. And that means the egg layer, that's the queen. Are you gonna make it? You gonna do it? You gonna do it? Oh, you didn't do it. That's still just one. Still just one. That's alright, I got a good attitude. Like, temporarily. We're gonna run out of eggs before anything else here, because that cycle isn't going. I wish it would swap back and forth from one to the other. There's probably a way of doing that, right? Anyway, this just keeps going. So what's the proper ratio here? This takes 100 seconds, and it makes 6 cycles of this. In 100 seconds, it makes 6 cycles of this. And this is 1.5 speed, so it's 90 divided by 1.5. This takes 60 seconds. So that doesn't go at all. Not even a little bit. It takes 60 seconds to consume 1 unit. So in 100 seconds, in 90 seconds it consumes 1.5. And so when this pops, it produces 6 units of maggots that can be used to make nests. So 6 gets made. This consumes 1.5 in that time. And so it's like this, the maggot maker can support probably just two nest makers. So maybe 3. Maybe I put 3 in just to have it covered correctly. Is that weakness talking? And then these are running, and then I want to have 2 queen makers going at all times, and that's this one. The queen makers have dibs on the nests. And then after that, after the queen makers have a go at it, there's another one here that makes 2 queen makers and then 1 Arqad maker. The Arqad maker is running the big expensive recipe, and so on the other side, that's where the Relesia has to be. So it's going to be like this. It's going to be Vrauk paddock, 3 apiaries making nests, 2 apiaries making queens, 1 apiary making Arquads. And that's how I'm going to ensure colony persistence. And I'll have like a carousel, unfortunately, making sure the queens just keep getting back and keep doing their job. And so the Arquads we make up here will initially staff the factory because I don't have enough. And then after that, they will go to be slaughtered and then to be made into venom, to be made into sample, to be made into science. All right, so it's Vrauk paddock, 3 apiaries, 2 apiaries, 1 apiary, 6 apiaries. And then the other side of that, or on top of that, or something, probably, it's so hard to say, probably on the other side of that, the Relesia factory is going to be probably good ways away. So it's going to be, all this will be apiary right here. And then like right here will be the Relesia factory. I'll give a lot of space and it'll feed in the Relesia. Arqad egg. And we'll have to go over this all again next episode. The contaminated nitrogen I have to barrel in, unfortunately. The red hot coke gets barreled in. This is local, this is local. This is actually a problem, right? Because the eggs needed to make the nests require Arquads in order to function. So there's, in a way that but the nests are getting completely consumed without making any Arquads when we try to make a queen. So that's essentially, we are consuming Arquads every single time we try to make a queen. That doesn't make sense because we're not making any. We're not making Arquads directly for this. So what's going on here? Oh, this is for laying eggs. This is for the queens laying eggs. So we have 2 nests trying to make more queens. 1 nest laying an egg right here. So I guess it needs another Arquad. And then, so we need to have a completely separate area to make Arquads. So it's going to be queen, queen, egg. This doesn't require any nests. No, it doesn't require nests. We want to do this recipe, by the way. It has to be. It's more. You get more for the risking your queen's life. So making eggs doesn't require nests. Nests is only for queen generation? Well, that makes things a lot more tidy. because that cleanly separates the two areas. So it's going to be maggots, eggs into maggots right here, maggots into. So the way it has to be, the egg input right here is what we have to watch. Yeah, so it doubles the amount of Arqads we put in every single time. And the Arqads dying become the eggs that come in here. That if turned into nests, get turned into queens. That's just it. Turn into queens in the queen generator. And then the queen generator is touching the egg laying area. And the egg laying area needs to just have Arqads in, and of course all the other crap, but mainly just Arqads in. It also has to be part of the natural gas burial cycle. This is going to be difficult to manage all this stuff. I feel like I need to bring in a natural gas line. I don't feel like caravans can work for this. I will think about this more now that I could make natural gas real close to here, right? Natural gas. Apparently not. It has all this stuff. I could pipeline it down, pipeline it all the way from the other side of the base. I could try to locate this closer, but I've already located the Ulrichs. I can move the Ulrichs. I can do that. Pick up the caravan and then just move the Ulrichs somewhere closer to the natural gas. I also need condensate, contaminated nitrogen, which is right here, which would also benefit from pipelining it down, even though I think that could be all right for just using barrels. Problem is it takes so much natural gas and then it has to be processed. The thing is, I can get it out to here, getting it straight down is dead simple, so I suppose that's what I'm going to do. This system is going to require too much natural gas to have caravans bring barrels back and forth, so I'm just not going to do it. Instead, I will bring the natural gas line down. It just makes sense. And hopefully I have enough. I think it's time to wrap up. What a confused episode. Rubber. How we doing? Oh, we're above traditional rubber production? Oh, that's interesting. I wonder why this is. Can we make another queen? No. Alright, I will look at the rubber production and try to... Well, I suppose we're concentrated on the organic solvent and we're slowly burning our way through it. And that the organic solvent will eventually just stop existing in the quantity that we need it, and then we'll fall back on the less efficient recipe, and that will probably account for the rubber production, because wrong turn. I am all but certain we have not actually improved rubber production. I think we've barely stood still. I keep taking wrong turns because I'm not looking at the mini-map and I'm babbling too much. It's like right here, we're concentrated on this one, and organic solvents coming in, and organic solvents running low. So that's exactly what I was talking about. And up here, has this woken up yet? Nope. Because sulfuric acid is dead as a doornail. Because going through activated carbon, there just ain't enough of it. Alright, so let us speak. What are my goals? Next time I play, which unfortunately is going to be a bit, I will make many more apiaries and another Vrauk farm. We're going to go with one maggot maker. Well, if it's only one, if we do not need nests to make Arqads, then the nests are just to power the queen generators. So we really only need one. So one Vrauk input that trains eggs into maggots, maggots into nests. Well, wait a second. This probably isn't right, right? Arqad, 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 Arqad. No, it takes a nest. I was confused. And it's 3 for 1 or more than that for 2, and we'll definitely be doing this. We'll have Relesias and we'll have easy sap. And biomass is the same anyway, and we have red hot coke on hand anyway, so this is what we're doing. So never mind what I said. Nests also make Arqads. They train the 2 nests make. This is weird, right? Because 2 nests are. Oh, excuse me. 2 nests are 5 that's 10 maggots. That's 10 eggs. So 10 eggs get put in, and it makes 7.5 on average. 7.5 on average will then go be fed in to the egg cycle. We paid 10 eggs in order to get 7.5, to get this essentially, which makes 15 eggs. So it's very difficult to produce enough Arqads for slaughter. This is going to have to scale up. That means a lot of natural gas. So yes, pipeline required. Probably needs more than 1 Relesia plantation. Okay, I have to say this correctly, or I will simply confuse myself more. The nest production needs to scale up. Nest production is the key to making more Arqads. So I have no idea how this is going to actually go together in practice, but I'm gonna have to find a way. Anyway, I am now done. What did I do? Let's review. I built a Relesia plantation and got the Auogs moving because the Auogs had stopped. I had wrestled with the Arqad lifecycle, and I've sighted the apiary. The apiary is going to have to occupy like this entire chunk right here, I think. I'm going to have to be very careful about how I do things down here. Like I have to, like, I'm going to build the first level apiary, and then all the rest of this in here above this has to just be not touched. Just this area off here is going to be off limits. It is apiary and apiary expansion space. And then anything else I have to be over here. I'm hoping to be able to fit mechanical parts into this area, but it looks like it might be a little tight there. So I'm going to have to draw down an entire pipeline for the natural gas. That's not going to be great. Gravel's backing up. I seem to have a pin in the back of my mind saying that is the herald of bad times. We have tons of gasoline that says go burn the world. Can't vent naphtha. That's how we know something good is happening. Though we need the natural gas now as well. So this says go set up rare earth processing, which will eat a ton of naphtha. So yeah. Alright, I'm done. There's so much to do. And it's not getting done now. Bye everybody. Gonna play more later. Bye bye bye. Bye 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 bye.